Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Transfer latest breaking news. Liverpool are in for a centre-half. Can you believe it? A very, very quick turnaround indeed. News breaking during the Liverpool versus West Ham game. A bunch of the Northwest journos, the usual types, including the likes of James Pearce, etc., talking about it in potential. But we've got here a tweet from Paul Joyce. Liverpool have now agreed a fee in the region of £2 million with Preston for Ben Davies. Sepp van den Berg will move the other way on loan. Now, just to keep things interesting, 2 minutes ago, we had a tweet here from Fabrizio Romano, king of this transfer window. It says Preston are asking for €4 million to sell Ben Davies to Liverpool. Celtic open talk days ago. Liverpool now considering him as a serious option. Now, who are you backing? Are you backing Fabrizio Romano or are you backing Paul Joyce? Paul Joyce does not waste tweets. That's what I'll say. He is concise, he is short, sharp and to the point. And Paul Joyce is saying that it's agreed. We shall have to see. Some interesting things that kind of follow on from this. There's a great article here from the Deepdale Digest who just dives into a little bit about him and what Liverpool can expect from him. In fact, it's brilliantly written. It says, well, this isn't what we expected to be writing on the eve of transfer deadline day. Yes, we thought there was a chance Ben Davies could be on the move. This is the last chance Preston have to bring in any money for Alex Neil's prized centre-back. Davies can walk away for free at the end of the season. It looks like Celtic would be the favourites to secure a signature. Now, though, fresh reports claim that Liverpool have swooped in and could sign him for just $2 million in a shock deadline day deal. This has predictably resulted in many Liverpool fans asking, who on earth is Ben Davies? Honestly, we understand Preston aren't one of the big ticket championships clubs and never really get the attention deserved. With that in mind, here's a full profile. And yeah, he goes through and talks about what he can kind of do. I had a quick look over on Transfermarkt just to get a bit of a look. 185 centimetres tall. It's just over 6 foot, which means he's not the biggest. 25 years old, which is a bit of man. He doesn't seem to fit the profile what Liverpool would generally go for, but 19 appearances in the Championship so far this season. Had a hamstring injury which kept him out for a little spell. One thing that is kind of great in its own way is, look at it over here on the right hand side, we've got his performance by competition. He's played in the National League, League 2, League 1 and the Championship, and if this goes through we'll be making the step up to the Premier League. What a rise. We haven't seen a kind of rise like that since Jamie Vardy, I think. So that's really interesting. Our good friend of the show and regular contributor Sam Walker decided to take a more direct approach into researching this and tweeted to former Liverpool midfielder John Welsh, who's been I think he's been captain of Preston for a while now. He said, what's Davies like then, John Welsh? You think he'll do well if he comes? I'm assuming he's the type we usually like. Pace, ? And again, John Welsh, if anyone ever played CMO 102 will know John Welsh is an absolute superstar. Says, good on the ball, reads the game well, quick, got good attributes, mate, down to earth lad, thinks fans. He thinks, John Welsh thinks fans will be pleasantly surprised with him. Wow, absolutely fantastic in that regard. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. Ben Davies, not the one that we, not the one from Tottenham, which Jurgen Klopp threw out in his post-match interview with Sky. We've got Evansy 1000 in the comments here saying, I'm a Preston fan and it's a steal for $2 million, I must say. Brynda Baines here saying 25 is enough experience and young enough to add more to his game. Not bad. One of the knock-ons here, Daniel O'Connor, just straight below this comment, saying Hendo back in midfield, and that's one of the potentially big knock-ons of this. You know, is he being bought to be an upgrade on Nat Phillips, which is funny when you've just watched an absolutely outstanding Nat Phillips performance, another outstanding Nat Phillips performance against West Ham United. But is it just another body? Is it a guy who's going to come in alongside Fabinho or Henderson, depending on who's available? Or is there a world where he takes over as a main centre-half and it's him and Nat Phillips, which frees Liverpool up to put their best midfield on the pitch? Interesting, genuinely interesting. Obviously, Liverpool have some squad management to do. The talk is Liverpool have one space available, and I wonder whether him being obviously he's an English lad. I think I'm right in saying that. Let me just double check that. Yes, he's from Barrow in Furness. Good to know. That means that will make that he's homegrown, which makes things a little bit easier. You don't have to go through any work permit stuff that you have to do with European players now because Brexit is, it's just rubbish, isn't it? So yeah, that's a consideration. It might. There's also a slight chance. I mean, look, Liverpool have obviously been looking around and having many, many conversations. We've seen Mustafi talked about a little bit. Neven Subotic has been linked as well on a free transfer. There's a slight chance Liverpool actually might get another piece of business in before the window closes as well. And I think, I think we get 2 centre-halves. I think that's a massive game changer. It's whether we can get centre-halves that are of the quality required, that you don't get them in and go, oh God, you're awful. We're going to have to continue to play Henderson and Fabinho at the back anyway. But yeah, that seems like a pretty decent move, and certainly one that's caught us all off guard, really. We've been very much looking at, every option around Europe, from big money transfers to loans to short-term deals to free transfers. Liverpool have gone, by the looks of it, sniffed out a player who's available for a low fee, and in terms of getting a deal done across the line, sending Sepp van den Berg the other way is no bad thing. Hopefully he'll get a little bit of experience under his belt, because he's fallen way down the pecking order. And if nothing else, you've upgraded on Sepp van den Berg, because he's not even good enough to be in contention at the moment. And chances are, we're going to see a fair bit of Ben Davies. So yeah, I think that's if it gets done. And just to clarify, the deal, according to Paul Joyce, is that Liverpool have agreed a fee in the region of $2 million from Preston for Ben Davies, with Sepp van den Berg moving the other way on loan. Fabrizio Romano saying that it's not agreed, but then again, who do we believe? We'll have to see in the fullness of time. Right, we'll do more on this tomorrow. The transfer latest will return, and we'll be doing a Redmen Reacts as well when we know a little bit more. But yes, that's what we know about Ben Davies and the deal as it stands at the moment. We've got just over 24 hours, about 26, 27 hours for Liverpool to get any more deals done, including this one, completed and over the line. We're going to be live from the evening time tomorrow on the Ball Street channel, but also don't forget, subscribe to this channel and we'll have you covered as well if anything breaks tomorrow in relation to this or anything else really. But yes, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, it does look like Liverpool have swooped to solve the centre-back issue, at least in terms of getting bodies in. Will he prove to be a good sign? And only time will tell on that, but lots of football in which to be testing him in the coming days, weeks and months, in the absence of all the other injured players. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Drop a like on the video, and if you want more from us, subscribe to the redmentv.com, where we'll have more reaction to this going out tomorrow. Yeah, guys, have a wonderful evening. See you all soon. Ta-ra. Thank you so much for watching the Redmen TV YouTube channel. Everything we do here is funded by our wonderful subscribers to the redmentv.com. Get over there, sign up and get amazing additional content, interviews, documentaries, mini-series, and of course additional pre and post match day content.